What is good, everybody, and welcome to Between Frets, a space where female musicians meet and discuss all things music. Shorny Shorn back once again, and we got a great show for you this week. Make sure you check out our merch store at our website at www.fretsisters.com. Holidays coming up, new merch has just been added, so make sure you check out our store and pick out a great gift for a lady musician in your life. Now we got enough to plugs. Make sure you follow us in our social media, Fret Sisters at Facebook and Instagram, and also TikTok, to check out our daily features and any upcoming events, anything that's coming up. But season 7 is so far the great season so far of the podcast, and happy fall, everybody. I hope everybody is enjoying the fall weather, the hoodie season, of course. And when we come back, I'm bringing back an oldie but a goodie, with new information and new groups. And I also brought in a guest. Her name is Karli Frances. So keep watching. Bye. Well, we are back. Those that listened to our podcast in season 1, we actually talked about musicians that are also mothers, of course. So I decided to bring that back, and I call it Moms The Music 2.0. So I decided to bring in a special guest with me. Joining me right now, she's a singer-songwriter, a talented guitarist who loves learning different techniques on the guitar, from cool bluesy riffs to fast country picking to sweet melodic acoustic fingerstyle playing. And she's also a co-founder of a private Facebook group that I'm also joined, called Guitar Mamas. And of course, she's a mom. And her daughter is very beautiful. I've seen pictures. Everybody, please welcome my guest, Karli Frances. Hey.
Hello. That was a beautiful introduction. I'm good.
How's the good mountain state area?
It's all right. I'm a little far from the mountains. I'm still about 4 hours away or something, but it's starting to feel like fall finally. It's getting cooling off, so I got my big sweater on here.
Yeah, thank God you're not in my area. It's been raining for 4 days. I feel like I was in Seattle.
Oh no.
Because all that, all that hurricane and all that stuff. So
yeah.
And we've been like getting rain for 4 days. I was like, when it will never end. I had to get like a whole bunch of coffee to stay awake.
Yeah.
So let's get to know you before we reason why we actually talk about. So like, what got you very motivated on the guitar? Like, what makes you fall in love with it?
Well, growing up, I actually started in piano first. So my parents had me in piano lessons, and then they were also in a band. So my parents were in a country/oldies cover dance band when I was growing up. So just watching, we always saw their band practices and everything, and there was instruments around the house all the time. So I always wanted to play guitar. So ever since I was a kid, I think I started when I was 10, but my parents tried to show me earlier, and they thought I was too small because we only had big guitars. So then I had to wait until I was a little older and bigger to start learning guitar. But I always loved it. I always loved it. I always play piano, but I've always been drawn to the guitar a lot more than piano, and I just love it. It's good.
So tell us about like your first gig ever. Like, when was your first gig? Like, any memorable gigs that you ever played in?
When I was younger, I started a band. I always had a band with my twin sister, and we would start little groups with our friends and play in talent shows and stuff like that. And then, I don't know, my most memorable gig that I started with, like when I was younger, I don't know, just like always playing little talent shows around town. And then when I was older, I would play more always with my sister, and then we would sometimes do stuff together, and then I would go off on my own once I got a little older. But it's just, yeah, I feel like I'm going to go on a tangent. My brain is all over the place, but I can't remember my very first gigs almost. There was always the nerves playing, and it was nice having someone up there with me. But it would be original music too. I didn't play a lot of covers growing up. I'd pick up the guitar to write music, and then we would go play the little songs in our talent shows and stuff. It was fun.
But that is great. So let's talk about the tea and the reason why we are here today.
My tea.
And of course, she's sipping it.
Yeah. I'm like, I want tea talk. I gotta have my tea.
Yeah, we gotta have our tea. We got a lot of tea to spill as we both are actually mothers.
Yeah.
And a lot of people say that when you have kids, your dreams and everything is being put on hold because you are going to be busy dealing with them for the next 18 years, almost to the rest of your life.
Yeah, definitely. But it doesn't have to be like that.
I know, but what is your comments? Like, a lot of people always say those things. It's like, you being in music, you're not going to get enough income because you are these kids and you got to support them and stuff. So it's like, how do you deal with these type of comments like that?
It's hard. It's like, and it's going, like, I saw that happen actually. So I was saying my twin and my sister, we've had groups together. The reason she would leave, she left the band when she became a mom. So she had her baby. She became a mom a lot earlier than I did. And that was a thing, hearing from people around, like her husband at the time. It's like, well, you can't do that. You don't have time for that. There's no money. It's wasting money. And then she took a step back from it. And then, when I was becoming a mom, that's actually when we started up again, and we started our group Moonshine Mamas. So we started it just because we're like, you know what? That's the thing. It's like, I'm now about to be a mom, and I'm like, I'm not going to stop just because of that. And then it kind of inspired her as well, being like, no, we don't have to stop. We can keep going. And it's just one thing too, we both have daughters, and I really want to show that, no, you don't have to give up your dream. Like, yes, I'm a mom first, of course, but I'm more than just a mom. Like, I have other aspirations, and you can make a career in music, and you can keep it going. And it's just really important for me to set an example for her as well. But it's always an ongoing thing. It was just like trying to break through that barrier or that limiting belief that once you become a mom, you have to stop everything and you only have time for that. And it's a struggle, but it's still like, definitely, yeah, you kind of push through it and be like, yeah. And I want to inspire other moms, which is why we started Guitar Mamas, being like, yeah, no, you can still have time for your passions and be who you are and do things that you love as you're going. So, yeah.
Yeah, that kind of actually led me to that next question, like how y'all developed that group, Guitar Mamas. Because when I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw that, like, Guitar Mamas, that's kind of like a recommendation group that they put me as recommendation. I was like, that's actually a group for that. So I went in and just joined, because I was like, I'm a guitarist, I'm a mom.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to meet with other members, because all my friends, they don't have kids. I feel lonely here. I'm like, I need to meet with other musicians who also parents that actually can get it. And I'm glad that I actually joined that group, because I'm like, I need someone that's like me, someone that's also a mom that can motivate each other. And we both have kids, and it's like, we're not gonna let kids stop you from your happiness. And especially now with pandemic, mental health and all that stuff like that, it's great to have that sort of support, to be able to go through your goals and aspirations, break through these barriers, like you said, about getting motivated and just picking up a guitar just one time, like hold your guitar once just to get that motivation, or just try to add a routine and everything like that. So what like the expectations when people wants to sign up to this group, what is the expectations for that?
Well, it's a very supportive place. It's there for exactly what you said. We want to have a place where people can go to find someone like you, so you don't feel alone. Because that's when you become a mom, you feel lost a little bit. It's like, well, who am I? And then if you feel like you have to give up those parts, this is a group being like, no, you don't have to give up those parts of you. You can have your cake and eat it too. Come on, you can have everything. And then just to have the support to come in and see people like, someone like you that has the same struggles as you, trying to get going with it, and we try to motivate each other. And we have all sorts of different types of moms in our group as well. So we have dog moms and we have like some grandmas, and we have moms, and some moms of little kids, and some moms of teenagers. Like it's just it's a group of anyone. If you feel like a mom, then you're a mom, or a woman that wants to play. And it's supposed to be a very welcoming environment, and we encourage everyone to post in there. I love seeing your posts when you post some things, and showing off your new guitars. It makes me jealous.
Yeah, I was supposed to give y'all a sneak peek at the last social, and it was like a few days before my birthday, and I got it early before I posted that unboxing video, because I was so excited. I was going to show you the new baby, and all of a sudden I had a bad migraine. I was like, darn it, and I passed out. I was like, look at I was like, I'm gonna be late. So I was so upset about that. I was like, I was gonna let y'all see it before I released the video. But yeah, so those that don't know about our Zoom socials and stuff like that, what's that all about with the Zoom socials?
Yeah, so it's for any mom in the group. We have that. So once a week we do a little vote in the group of what kind of evening. I pick a few days and times at work, and we have women from all over the world. So we have one in the UK, and you're in Philly, and then we have someone in California, and then one, I think, in the Philippines, and then I'm in Canada. So I'm in Alberta, Canada. And we have someone in Canada. So it's just to find the right time zone to work with everyone. It's kind of tricky, but we've had some moms that'll show up. It'll be like, or some guitar mamas, I should say, that like it was 2 a.m, her time, and she still came to meet with us, which was really fun. And we basically just get together. We're on Zoom, we chat a bunch, and then we take turns showing. You could show off new guitars, or show a song you wrote, or just a song that you're working on. Some are singer-songwriters, so we get to hear some original music. I love that too. And if you don't want to play, you don't have to play. So it's just kind of just coming in and just being social, pretty much a Zoom social and open mic night. So, and then we have the last portion. I'll play some songs, and everyone gets to jam along and to some fun things. So it's very laid back, and it's very welcoming, and it's just fun. And it's a great way to connect with other guitar mamas. So it's fun.
Yeah, so I actually do enjoy those socials. Like, I get so excited every time. Like, oh, today's the day of the social. I'm so excited. Sometimes I come up with trying to figure out what songs to do, because I know when I come on there, everybody gonna say, Sean, play a song. And I was like, okay, I gotta figure out what song to do, because sometimes I don't even know what song I'm playing. I even, like the last time I did a couple of my originals, and I did a cover, and then we all came spark with different ideas that we can make the group better and more expanding. And I really like to meet with other moms, because it was actually great. I know someone that's in New York, and she is funny. I've seen some of her videos, little comedy videos with guitar and everything. That's funny. And I actually love in the group, you do these challenges once, like these monthly challenges, that gives more motivation to us. And then how do you come up with these challenges every month?
Well, I just kind of was brainstorming. I think I need to come up with a new one, because we didn't have much participation last month. But I want to I need to brainstorm some new stuff. But basically, it's me And I welcome feedback from the group too. So I think this month I'm going to put a poll up to kind of be like, what kind of challenges are we going to do? Because I did one was a metronome challenge. So it's basically just you have to, I can't remember how many times, just practice something along with either a drum track or a metronome or anything, and then post that you're doing it. And then I have my little riff Wednesdays. So I teach a new riff every Wednesday, and if you pick a riff and then post that was going to be one of mine. But I think everyone's been shy for that one, so I don't know. Shy or busy, I'm not sure. No one's been posting with those ones. So I think I'm going to poll the group because it challenges. I want to keep everyone motivated, or like we do in Guitar Mamas, just to keep everyone going. And the summer kind of just lulls a little bit sometimes with keeping up with that stuff. So, and they're a lot of fun.
So on when we talked about practice routines and schedules, since now we're in the fall and we're now talking about routines and practice routines. So can you tell us your practice routine?
Oh, I have a terrible practice routine. So I talked a bit about that. I do my little Guitar Mama coffee talks, and I was talking about the theme for September was routines. And I was going to give examples or be like, let's help with routines. And I realized I've never had like a consistent routine. I'm really bad at it. I'm always relying on deadlines to get my practicing in. And I've started routines here and there, but I've never kept consistently. So I think for me, it's, I teach guitar as well, so I noticed when I started teaching, that's when I improved a lot, because I had those deadlines of like, well, I need to make sure I know this because I'm teaching it, so I have to stay like 1 or 2 steps ahead of my student all the time if they're learning a song or something like that. So that kind of kept me accountable, and then now that could be like a thing for Guitar Mamas. Maybe we need accountability partners. I don't know, something like that. But I've been just working on trying to start a routine now. I still don't really have one, but I'll pick it up. I always do finger warm-ups. I'm in a cover band as well, so that was a big part of helping me learn more songs. And then basically I'll have to book a gig and be like, I have this deadline to be these songs done, and that's kind of what keeps me motivated to get everything done. But I'm definitely going to be trying to implement more routines into my life, because I think they're important. They're definitely really important to improve faster and to get where you want to be. And I've always struggled with consistency, so I'm going to try to work with that, and then just share with the other Guitar Mamas and get some feedback from you guys too, the other Guitar Mamas in the group, because I'd love to hear about other people's routines and what's worked for them. So, because it's definitely, I'm there for everyone. I need support too. We're here to support each other. So that's one thing.
Yeah. So the coffee talks. And I always be watching you. I'm kind of like, every time you do Coffee Talks Live, I'm always there.
Yeah.
And you know me, I'd like to get my coffee and I'm sipping while you spilling tea on what's going on every week. So those that join Guitar Mamas, you will get a lot of this. You get Coffee Talk every Tuesdays. You're going to have Riff Wednesdays, get tutorials every Wednesday. Speaking of that, there's going to be some different guest instructors doing Riff Wednesdays, including yours truly. I will be doing some tutorials for Guitar Mamas as well, just to spice things up a little bit and help people expand their chord vocabulary, or new riffs that wants to learn different types of genre music, such as R&B and hip hop and pop in that area. And I'm happy and I'm very excited to work with Karli here, because she gave me some hope. she gave me hope. I'm a mom. I need some hope. So, and I really enjoyed meeting everyone and get a chance to share my talents with other moms, and get the support, the advice that I really needed to how to deal with all this, because it was so hard to balance motherhood, bun mom, I will actually say, because I am a bun mom with rabbit, but and also balancing relationships. You wearing too many hats as it is, and it's very exhausting and overwhelming. And now having this routine now that I learned during the month of September, about the routines and everything, it gave me some sense of balance. Like what time I should go to work, what time should I do this thing when I have deadlines as well, or when I need to practice, or times to be with my kids, cook, and do all that stuff, and to wind down with a glass of wine and Rocky Road ice cream.
Sounds delicious.
I know. And now I got the ice cream maker that my boyfriend got me for my birthday. So I'm going to be making ice cream constantly now. So, yeah, so tell everybody where to find the group Guitar Mamas.
So you can find it just on Facebook if you Google, or not Google, you put in the search bar Guitar Mamas. It should pop up. It's a private group, so you'll just have to request to join and then answer a couple questions, and then you'll be able to join us, and then you can vote for this month's Zoom social and hopefully join us. And we'll get to meet you and meet all sorts of fun other guitar mamas. Yeah.
And also where to find you in social media.
Our Instagram is at Guitar Mamas. I think there's an underscore after that. Man, how do I not know this? This is the stuff. So my sister does a lot of the techie stuff. I'm just the face. But yeah, so at Guitar Mamas, we are on Instagram. And we do have a TikTok, but we're not as active in there. But you can find all the performances of the Riff Wednesdays. And yes, hopefully Shorn will be on there soon.
I'm actually working on this. You get give y'all a little sneak peek, those that are watching, what my video going to be. Let's just say 1 riff, 2 songs.
Oh, I like that.
That same riff, 1 riff from the same riff, 2 songs. One from original song from where it came from, and the one that was kind of almost like sampled, but in a different key.
That's cool. That's good. I'm excited. I'm excited to learn a new riff, Shorn.
Yes.
It's gonna be great.
And I will definitely use my new guitar as a
yeah.
Awesome. So you get a little sneak peek of what I'm doing. I just had to plan on already figure out what to do. I just had to shoot it.
Yeah.
So I had to shoot it and remember what the heck I did.
Yeah, that's the hardest part. It's like when you learn it, you're like, oh, I got it. Then you have to teach it. You're like, wait, now I have to tell you how I did that. Okay.
Yeah, that's the hard part. I was like, I'm doing this, and then some people, not everybody can be teachers.
Yeah.
They're usually like more visual learners. But I will try and slow it down. I would definitely slow it down as much as possible. I can even do it slow twice, and then put different approaches and stuff, and how to spice it up with that riff instead of just playing the whole entire song.
Yeah.
So
some variation.
So to all the mothers and mamas out there, what advice you will give to them, those that are doing music and they also moms?
I think connect with other people and talk about it, and just you got to keep going and have faith that you're doing the right thing. Don't give up. It's like I'm all over the place. I have so much to say. Okay, but yeah, just you have to, don't give up on your dream or yourself. You have to be true to who you are, and it may look different once you have a kid, but you still need to figure out how to be yourself as a mom as well. And it's important, because otherwise you'll just be lost and sad. It's not good. It's a struggle, but connect, with other. There's more of us out there. So come find us.
Yes, and you can find us all on this Facebook group called Guitar Mamas.
Yeah.
So make sure you join this great page. You will see Karli. You will see myself of our monthly socials, and make sure you check out the coffee Tea Talks every Tuesday, because I always be in the live being newsy. And and also the Riff Wednesdays. My video will be up soon, probably before the end of the month. Guitar mamas out there to get motivated, learning the riff and practice. That will be the great thing. Like, all it takes is just maybe one riff to get you that motivated, or a song that has great chord progressions that's very light and pretty, or very hardcore, that you in your feelings, that you want to get on distortion if you want to get to that moment. But make sure you follow Karli on Instagram and on Facebook. And if you have any questions about the group or any expectations, you can talk to her in the group and she will definitely answer any of your questions. Or you can talk to me, because I'm in the group and as a member, and I can tell you my experience really is. So make sure you follow Guitar Mamas, check it out, join our Zoom socials, monthly Zoom socials, and get to meet the rest of the mamas out there that is joining the Zoom and playing music, and have a great fellowship, sipping wine, tea, everything. So until the next episode, I'm Shorny Shorn Marshall, and I see you, and thank you for watching us since day one and listening before we start doing all these videos. But until the next episode, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.